Markets are currently moving, and if you're looking to day trade, I think it's important to pay attention to sectors. But which sector out of these is giving you opportunity? Well, if we take a look at the broader markets, we can see the market's still bullish, but out of all of our bullish sectors, there's materials, industry, energy, staples, and real estate that are in the true bullish stage. This is the market stage of acceleration. So 40% of the S&P 500 is in this market stage of acceleration, and we very quickly identified which are these five sectors. Now we need to see where do we have opportunity inside of these sectors. So I come into our live scanner. Since we're focusing on the S&P 100, I'm going to load in all of our S&P 100 stocks. We said our bias was bullish, so I'm going to focus on long side entries. Hit pause and take a look to see which sector stands out on this list. If you answered XLP, you're correct. Across the live scanner, you should notice there's a series of XLP trades across the board. Very clear that XLP, a bullish sector, today is offering us some long side setups, which is what we would be looking for. Now we need to prioritize which of these setups we would like to take. Currently there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 different setups inside of XLP. You could of course take all 6, or you could pick and choose. But how do you pick and choose? For that, I look at a few different things. The first is our win percentage. Here, I like to focus on places where we're greater than 50%. So, for example, PM stands below 50%, Coca-Cola a little bit above 50%, Walmart, we can ignore this trade. Walmart up here, we can pay attention to this trade. What's the difference between these two trades? This is based off of the hourly models. This is based off of the daily models. So we know that Walmart off of the daily models is a little bit more reliable. Then we have Procter & Gamble at 60%, and finally we have Altria Group at 100%. So now we know we have 4 different places that we're looking at for opportunities: Coca-Cola, Walmart, Procter & Gamble, and Altria Group. Now we can decide which of these we would want to pay attention to next. The next place I like to look at is both the signal column along with the days column. This is already ranked by score, so I know the system is telling us that in order we should go 1, 2, 3, but let's see if there's anything else that stands out. So Altria Group, we have a little bit more of a recent trend. Procter & Gamble, a little bit more of an extended trend. And if we take a look at Coca-Cola, a little bit more of an extended trend as well. All right, market's almost closed, about 3 minutes left, and we can see the trade that the Autobot took inside of Altria Group. This was very clearly the best trade on our scanner. The bot took an entry at 64.07 and exit right ahead of the actual T1 line, 64.48. That's right near the 64.50 mark, which is where we're ending into the close. Very simple way to capitalize on the overall XLP sector sentiment that we saw today. While extended, we saw XLP triggered a lot of its major holdings, and Altria Group was at the top of the list. You'll see a very clean setup, very little heat on this trade, entry at the edge of the clouds, looking for an exit both either at the beginning of the clouds if you're a little bit more one-to-one risk reward. I went for a risk 1 to make 2, and you'll see that trade worked out really nicely here. Take care, everyone. Good luck trading, and I'll see you in the next update.